We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, we've got Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team. And before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Bridges against Caldwell Pope. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Jokic with the screen on Dinwiddie. The 11-footer from outside the arc, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
The big man from deep, Jokic's ability to sink threes, it really does allow him to space the floor for his teammates.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. And the 3 ball is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
There's nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Nailed from three-point land. And with most of the season behind us, Clark, we've really gotten to know this rookie class well.
Well, Kevin, they won't be rookies much longer. But, yeah, it's always fun to see how these guys develop and grow during the course of a season. And some of these young fellas have shown us a ton of long-term promising potential.
Here's Jokic after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Here's Murray. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Caldwell Pope outside. No good with the triple.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Harris is checked in for Johnson. And Thomas subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And then for Denver, Green is checked in for Gordon. And it's Bruce Brown in for Michael Porter. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
You know, this Denver team used to run a lot, but over the last few seasons, they've significantly slowed down their pace.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. kicks to Murray. 6 to shoot. Jokic against Simmons. And it's Jokic missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And Denver has possession. 6-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. On out there with Green, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray surveying the D. On the wing, Gordon. Here's Jokic. Count it.
Jokic using that big body to his advantage. He's so skilled and crafty at getting the position he needs to corral those rebounds.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Nets. Smith checked in for the Nuggets. Free throw, good. Jokic. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by O'Neal. Curry against Smith. Curry kicks to O'Neal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A precision pass with Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Smith. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Simmons with it. Now Smith defending. Now Simmons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 on the clock, and Curry has it in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 8. Caldwell Pope finds Jokic. Simmons against Smith. Back to Jokic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Smith on the wing, and it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
2 seconds. Substitutions on the court.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. The Nuggets with another miss.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. And speaking of rankings, how do you think folks at home would rank us here in the studio?
That's easy. You, me, then Kenny.
No, I'd say Ernie, then me, then the cameraman, then the lighting guy, then whoever built this desk, then maybe you, Shaq.
That's disrespectful, Shaq. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but at least I'm on the team.
And now coming back to this game, a strong first half for the Nets.
They're scoring the ball with consistency, good shot selection, and patience running their offense.
Making the most of their opportunities, if you're the coach, that's all you can ask for.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
They've got Cameron Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Clock at 4. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Murray outside. Over Claxton. Murray, no good. Nets leading by 8. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Porter passes to Murray. Jokic high post. It's Porter outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 6 points.
Boy, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. It really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Dinwiddie outside. Down low, Jokic with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. There's the pass to Murray. Kicks it to Porter. Jokic draws the double. Here's Caldwell Pope, and yes, it's good. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket in this one.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Bridges up top. Johnson surveying the floor. They set the pick. Inside, here's Claxton, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets leading by 8. So on the floor for Denver. Jackson is out there with Murray. And there's Green, and there's Bryant, and it's Porter in at the small forward. It's stolen by Bryant. Green passes to Porter. Outside for Jackson. The shot that time, not on target. Simmons with the defensive effort. Brooklyn's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Thomas against Jackson. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Nets passing it around. Claxton the pass to Curry. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Jackson. Back to Murray. Bryant with it. And oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. From 17 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Green dishes to Jackson. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Driving the lane, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both. The first that brings them within 5. And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. O'Neal's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Dinwiddie sent in for Seth Curry. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Knocking down the free throws and eating into this lead with the clock stopped.
Thomas against Jackson. On the way, Harris. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're in front by 4. 1:15 left in the fourth. Brooklyn making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Joe Harris. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Thomas. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Gordon comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jackson. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got. Which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nets. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They double-team Johnson. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith. And at the line, shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
He's a veteran player now, so Finney-Smith, I don't think, feels any pressure in these moments.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It drops.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
No good for Jokic.
I'm not sure if Jokic is actually as calm as he looks right now, but he doesn't seem shaken by the pressure.
At the line, Dorian Finney-Smith. At the line, 2 times.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The definition of a stretch four. Finney Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Yeah, a national champion in college. Bridges has also played in the finals. So Mikal is built for pressure moments like this.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. At the line, Mikal Bridges. At the line, 2 times.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters the most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.